Hey there, we wanted to share with you some Outlook hacks and efficiencies, and that's a whole nother, course in and of itself. But we did want to prepare for you some things that would be helpful. So we did a one-page handout, front and back, with 10 efficiencies and hacks. It would take many, many, many screenshots to show you where all of these things are located. And I feel like the directions are pretty good. If they're not, please let us know. Um, I wanted to quickly show you where you can locate some of these things. When I refer to the quick parts, you have to be in your composition mode to create quick parts, but you also need to be in composing mode to use your quick parts by inserting them, inserting them from the quick parts menu. Another thing I wanted to show you was delayed delivery, which is located in options. So I went to options. There it is. I hit delay delivery, and here is where I'm going to choose when I want an email to be sent. I can choose the date, I can choose the time, and one other thing you need to know is that if you're using your standard desktop application of Outlook, you'll need to leave it open so that when you want your item to be sent, it can be sent. If you're using OWA, you can close that out, which is the web access. You'll, of course, complete send in your subject and hit the send button, and it will hold on to it and not deliver it until the time that you want it delivered. Something else you need to know about are your folders. These are your email folders right above your navigation pane. And these are folders that I've created in my inbox by hitting right click on my inbox and clicking new folder. And you don't have to look at all of them all the time. You can collapse them. But once you've created folders, it's easy to use quick steps, which are located here in the center of your home bar. When you create those folders, you can easily file things into your folders. Or create emails or other steps. You can create things that get forwarded to people. There's a lot of choices with your quick steps, and you can find out more about those quick steps when you click on that button, and you can create all of those quick steps that you'd like. Here's a couple that I've created. This is my team. Quick email to my team with one click. All their names are populated. If I need to forward something, here are these wellness holiday stress tips that I may want to keep and read at a later time. So I'm just going to pop those into my keep until needed. This email is highlighted. You can see that it's blue, not gray like the rest of them. And if I click this keep until needed, it just automatically files it right there. Drag and drop to your task list or calendar is a super efficiency, because once you drag it and drop it and place it on your task list or your calendar, you can delete the email. And the body of the email is actually in your calendar item or in your to-do item that you've created. Here's a course that I need to rewrite. Here's an invitation to edit something. And here is a grant application that I'd really like to write. If I remember this correctly, it's due January 10th. So I want to grab this and drag it and drop it onto that clipboard, which is the task list. Your task is going to open into a new window, and I want to get that started probably right when we come back from break, because we don't have any time before break, that's for sure. So let's start that on maybe Friday the 3rd. That gives our team time to work on it. It's due on the 10th, so let's just wrap that up by Thursday the 9th. And let's get a reminder that we're going to work on it on Thursday. And then I can assign it to other folks or to myself. I can mark it private, high importance, whatever. I'm going to save that and close that. And I just want to show you quickly that once I click that and go to my to-do list, it's there. And now I can go back, to my email and just trash that because I don't need it in my inbox. If I go over here, all of that information is there. And that helps keep my inbox nice and tidy. Flags and categories are also located up here in this tags section of your home bar. I'm sure you're already familiar with flags, but did you know about categories? You can use these categories to categorize your email, but I also use those categories on my calendar. I use them more so on my calendar than I do for my email. But there is a category column. So if this is something that I wanted to categorize, my default's apparently my son, but I need to uncheck that. So I can toggle by right-clicking my categories to change them up if I need to. So that's a super help. Those desktop notifications, if you want to turn those off, are located over here under File, Options, Mail, and in this Message Arrival section. Your default is to probably would have been that. Play a sound, show an envelope in the icon on the taskbar down here, or display a desktop alert. You can turn those off. That's another thing that's going to help eliminate that stress response to tons of emails coming in. Now, how are you going to know you have email? Well, you can check it at specified times that you've set up. You can also go back to that rules section and manage rules and alerts and set some up for specific things. If you want to know when certain folks are emailing you, you can turn those on and that'll be helpful. I think those are all of the highlights because I just wanted to show you where you can find these things. And I highly encourage you to try some of these efficiencies out to help manage your email and take care of the stress.